ZAKARYAHU, Zechariah 12. The burden of the word of Yahuwah for Yasharel, says Yahuwah, which stretches forth the heavens, and lays the foundation of the earth, and forms the ruach of man within him. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege both against Yehudah and against Jerusalem. And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. In that day, says Yahuwah, I will smite every horse with astonishment, and his rider with madness. And I will open my eyes upon the house of Yehudah, and will smite every horse of the people with blindness. And the governors of Yehudah shall say in their heart, the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall be my strength, and Yahuwah Sabaoth Elohim. In that day will I make the governors of Yehudah like a hearth of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire in a sheaf. And they shall devour all the people round about, on the right hand and on the left. And Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in her own place, even in Jerusalem. Yahuwah also shall save the tents of Yehudah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Yehudah. In that day shall Yahuwah defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as Elohim, as the angel of Yahuwah before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the Ruach Ken Bataknaim, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him, as one mourns for his Yaqib, and shall be in bitterness for him, as one that is in bitterness for his firstborn. In that day shall there be a great mourning in Jerusalem, as the mourning of Hadadrimmon in the valley of Megiddo. And the land shall mourn, every family apart, the family of the house of David apart, and their women apart, the family of the house of Nathan apart, and their women apart, the family of the house of Levi apart, and their women apart, the family of Shimei apart, and their women apart, all the families that remain, every family apart, and their women apart.